Rise and shine. Good morning, boys and girls. How are you doing? I hope you had a great sleep and I hope you're having a great start to your day. Let's start by singing the good morning song. Good morning, and how do you do? Good morning, a happy day to you. All right, now it's time for the Pledge of Allegiance. So remember, face towards the flag, take your right hand, put it over your chest, and recite with me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, now we are going to do the calendar. Who remembers what month it is? Let's sing a month song. January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. So our month begins with the letter J, then a U, then a N, then a E to spell the month of June. So we're in the month of June. So who knows what day it is today? Let's sing our 7 days song. There are 7 days. There are 7 days. There are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. If yesterday was Thursday and tomorrow is Saturday, what is today? Today is Friday. Yay. Today is Friday. Now, boys and girls, look at the last number on the calendar. All right. Do you know what number that is? Let's count from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The number is 5. So, what year are we in, boys and girls? 2020. So today is what day again? Friday. What month? June. What number? 5 or 5th. What year? 2020. Today is Friday, June 5 or June 5th, 2020. I can see the weekend from here. Hello, Friday! And today's focus question is, what do we learn about objects this week? We have learned that objects can change in many ways. Here are some different size color pencils. Here are apples, and it's the same apple. Do you see how it grew? Here are balloons in different sizes. Here are the different states of matter, of water. And here's a bottle showing the water getting less until it's completely empty. This bottle is the heaviest, this one is the lightest. A balloon gets bigger when you blow air into it. The balloon shrinks when you release air out of it. So a balloon can either be very small, or if you blow air into it, it can transform and be very big. And then you can let the air out and it can shrink. Do you see how the balloon can change? There are some animals that camouflage and disguise themselves in their environment. Remember, an animal is a living thing, it's not an object, but still, it goes to show how an animal can camouflage, transform, or disguise themselves based on their environment. We can also disguise and camouflage ourselves too by wearing different clothings that match to our environment. We combine and mix colors to make a brand new color. Do you remember this example? We combine red and yellow to make what color? Orange, that's right. And there are a lot of other colors that we can mix to make brand new colors. Objects like candles and pencils become shorter as we use them. You see, as they grow older, or as we use them, as they get older, they get shorter. Isn't that funny? Because for us, as we grow, we get taller. But when we use a candle or a pencil and we continue to use them as it gets older, they get shorter. Bright colors like yellow and orange are lighter than darker colors like black and gray. At the end of the day, they are all colors, but there are some colors that are lighter and there's some colors that are darker. Water changes or transforms into three different states. Who remembers what they are? Remember, ice cube is solid, water is liquid, water vapor is gas, right? So let's read. Water can be liquid, solid, or gas. A solid is a kind of matter that has its shape and does not flow, right? So a solid has a particular shape. A liquid is a kind of matter that does not have its own shape and flows at a given temperature. Liquids can take the shape of their containers. Liquids are in the middle, so it needs to be in the temperature where it flows. If it gets too hot, and if it gets heated, it becomes what? Water vapor or gas. And if you freeze it, what does it become? It becomes a solid, right? A gas flows and does not have its own shape at a given temperature. Remember, gas doesn't have a shape. We need to put gas in a container in order to capture it, right? Gases can spread. Gases without a container, gases can spread freely, like in the air. Though you cannot see gases, they always surround us. Like we said, water's normal state is liquid. Water turns into ice when it's frozen. Who remembers what that's called? That's called solidification, right? The water is being frozen and it freezes and it turns into ice. The liquid becomes a solid. So the process is called solidification. When water is heated, it turns into water vapor. Water vapor is a gas, remember that? And who remembers what this process is called? This is called evaporation, where water is heated and we turn water into water vapor, which is a gas. When gas is cooled, it turns into a liquid. Here we have gas that's in a pipe, which is a container which is holding the gas, right? And then the gas is being chilled or cooled at negative 162 degrees Celsius, which means it's very, very cold. And you know what happens to the gas? It turns into a liquid again. And what is this process called? Condensation. We recycle glass, metal, paper, and plastic to make new things. Do you see that we have these objects here? Guess what? When we recycle them, they become brand new things. So, do you see how the objects can change when we recycle them? We repurpose boxes for storage so we can save things. Let's say we get a delivery and it comes in a box. We take out the stuff that we got in the delivery from the box. And now we're using the same box to store other things. Like this little boy here, he can store his toys in the box. So we are using this box by repurposing it. We reuse water bottles and refill them with water. You see, you can get a water bottle and you can refill them with water until you think it's time to recycle it. You could transform fruits to fruit juice. You can do it in many ways. You can make juice, you can make smoothies, you can make ice cream, you can make pies, you can make cakes, you can make ice pops. There are so many things you can transform food with, right? And that's how food objects change. Now, boys and girls, objects can change by becoming bigger or smaller, like these two apples, softer or harder, like Play Doh, heavier or lighter, like garbage, newer and older, like these shoes. Can you think of some objects that change? All right, boys and girls, remember to brush your teeth, have breakfast, wash your hands, eat fruits, drink milk, eat whole grain foods, and drink lots of water. And remember what we learned: reuse, reduce, and recycle. And it's Friday. Forget all the negatives from this week and enjoy all the positives. And have an amazing weekend. Enjoy the rest of your day learning on Google Classroom.